ho, ho, ho! Yes, Merry Christmas and welcome back to the channel. You gotta ask yourself a question. Is it a taboo for a Manchester United fan to date a Liverpool girl? What? On this channel, we are giving stories. And barring that, we went to Anfield and we had a draw and we had a Jarvis Corner special podcast yesterday talking about the game in general. Some interesting details came out in this podcast that I thought it was worth doing a director's cut. The question is here: how does it feel to date a Liverpool girl as a Manchester United fan? Let's find out.
No! God,
Merry
please,
Christmas.
No!
Stu, have you ever been to Anfield?
Ooh, I could tell you some stories of Anfield.
Oh, please.
1988. A young 18-year-old, fresh-faced footballer gets on a train with his mates, three of us, and we travel to Liverpool, get off, have a few beers, go to the ground, scalp a ticket. Managed to get a ticket. It was £15, but we could only get in the Cop. And so there's three of us in the Cop. Brian Robson scores after 13 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And
So wait a minute. Yeah. It's just going. I just want to see if I can find some romantic music in the background, some violins playing. Going back in the 80s. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Yes, that's it.
That's it. Get into the mood. Bring out the red wine, Chardonnay, whatever you're drinking, guys.
Yes.
And listen to
Turn down the lights.
88 stories. Turn down the lights.
So we scalped these tickets and we've gone into the Cop and we stood there as the three of us. And we were playing in white that day as well. And Robson leads the team out and he scores after 13 seconds in the away end. And I was just about to, and then I realised where I was. I got caught up in the moment and the elation. And as the game progressed, we went 3-1 down. I think Gillespie scored and I can't remember the other two scorers. Norman Whiteside comes on and he absolutely clattered Steve McMahon. It was brilliant and come off the bench. We end up drawing the game 3-apiece. And the final goal was a Gordon Strachan goal at the Cop end. And he strolls to the Cop after he scores and he goes like that. And I just remember being lifted up because every Scouser you can imagine wanted to get hold of little Gordon and strangling. They were going absolutely wild. And I've been to Anfield many, many times, and that's one of my favourite ever moments of being there. I've got another one, very, very quick one.
But the game ended 3-3, didn't it? If I remember right.
The game ended 3-3.
Another one.
I've just got one very quick one. I did everything in the 80s.
Here we go again.
But but this one's not an 80s one. I was dating a girl.
Come on, dating stories. Okay.
Yes, it was only a very short one. This.
Everything goes back to dating memories, girls and football, or what's going on here, Stu?
It's kind of, well, most men, as we'll all agree, it's football, women, beer, pizza. Those are the four
In that order.
Nominating factor.
Women.
But I was dating this girl, and I didn't realise at the time, fellas, before you'll shoot me, she was a Liverpool fan. But she got two. But she got two tickets one day. She surprised me. It was a cup match, midweek cup match. So it must have been a Carabao, Carlsberg, whatever the cup was. She says, "Look, I know you're a United fan. We'll go, and I've got tickets for the neutral end, so we'll be okay." So I said, "Fair enough. I'll drive." She said, "Oh, no need. We'll go up by coach."
Oh yeah.
We said, "Oh, coach. What kind of coach?" She said, "Just a coach you get on." What coach? She said, "The Liverpool Telford Supporters Club coach." So
You didn't understand the accent there.
So the only Manchester United fan to travel up to Anfield in a Liverpool Supporters Club coach.
Okay. Now we're sharing stories. I also dated a Liverpool girl.
Well,
That's dark days of my life, yeah.
Don't
I did not understand one single word what she was saying. The accent was so thick,
Yes. Oh, dear.
Oh God, yeah. And like I was a uni student. I took her out, like poor uni student. What you do, like you're living on scraps, like going washing dishes to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And then you try to take out this beautiful girl. I think it was Maggie or something like that. I can't really remember. I was just looking around, so I'm not in the sin bin. But anyway, I took her out, and it's like I did not understand one single word what she was saying, and said, "I'm going to take her to the movies. At least there's no talking."
No, that's right. Yeah.
So there was no talking, right? But United fan, Liverpool fan, and then I was kind of like, okay. Movie ended. I was kind of walking her home as a gentleman, as you do, like youngster. You walk her home, you take her home, you walk her home, and all she was just like there, you know what? And I just keep saying like, because I did not understand. And then we ended up to her gate. Okay, this is the funny part. Like, and she stopped and looked at me, and I was like, oh, here comes the embarrassing moment. Am I going to get a hug or kiss or whatever? Is it going to be the cold hand, or I'm not going to see you again? And she goes like, Mick, you for coffee? She goes, you for coffee? And I was like, what? You for coffee? And I was like, excuse me, do I fuck coffee? No, are you for coffee? She invited me home for coffee.
Fantastic.
Like, Mick, you for coffee? Like, do I fuck coffee? No.
I've got one very other short story, and I would be very quick with this, guys. But this is through work. A couple of years ago, just before COVID, I was working with Falcon Tires. I was doing some bits and pieces for them. And anyway, they said to me, look, one day, do you like football? I said, yeah, I love football. Do you play? Yeah, absolutely love it. Great. We'll take you to a training day at Liverpool at their training centre at Melwood. Oh, fuck. I said, seriously? Yeah. I said, all right, then I'll go. I didn't, mention it. Anyway, a couple of days before, maybe a week before, I got an email saying, could you just let me know what size shirt you are? So I said, yeah, no problem. Large. Ticked it off and away, the email as you do, and I carried on. Anyway, gets to Melwood. It gets put out. They go, ticks you in, ticks you out. And they says, right, what we'll do is we'll take you through to the changing room. You can change with the first team. The first team were away somewhere. You can change in the first team. Dressing room. Anyway, I walked in. You'll never fucking believe this. Right. I walked in. There's my favourite number, 8, with a Liverpool shirt with my name on the back.
Oh, no.
My name on the back, right? And they said to us, they said, get changed. We'll go into the dome, AstroTurf Dome part. We can play football. And John Aldridge was there and a couple of pros.
Okay, it's like, yeah, sorry, were you finished with the story? Or
just one quick one. I've just got a little bit left. So they're all getting changed in their shirts and all this.
Right.
And I just stuck it in my bag. Liverpool shirt, right? So put on my Wellington Amateurs top, as you do, with my name on it, and I went out. So there's this picture with everybody in a Liverpool. And the coaches were saying to me, where's your shirt? I said, I'm not putting that shit on. Why not? So I'm a United fan. I said, you ain't got a fucking hope, mate. I've been looking for a duster for ages, so that's what I do. So there's all this picture with the lads in their new Liverpool shirts, and there's me stuck in. So there you go, scouts. That's how you fucking do it.
Lads, you know what? Even you can date or go out with a Liverpool girl at the end of the day. You can just break it out, go wherever you want. But imagine my family, my big brother, bloody Scouser supporter. How do you break up with your brother? You can't divorce him. No, that's even worse.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And even people from Newcastle, Geordies, right? We speak accents. Like, whenever I heard, Geordie, it kind of reminds me when Mark is speaking a little bit of the Jamaican, a little bit of the Caribbean accent. Like, it's like, how weird is that? How come the Geordie sounds like a little bit like, the Caribbean accent?
Geordie Shore. Oh,
Geordie Shore.
Yeah.
That was Finnish.
Finish.
Geordie's like, why, hey, man?
Hey,
Why, hey, man? Something like that. Don't ever say
I can't
you're
do
from
accents.
Sunderland when you're in Newcastle, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Just
Anyway,
boys. Just a word.
where is the
do
fine
we want to
wine
go
people?
back to the game, or are we sharing stories?
We're
I like
kind
this
of sharing.
I just
want to bring up one comment here from who was it? Stephanie. She said something about the coffee, and Mick. It was so funny. You have to read it out.
That's why I read. That's why I drink coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
God! Listen, talking about stereotypes. Like now, when I started playing golf, I was living in West Australia, right? I played golf on the links course. You know how you talk about stereotypes of old Scottish men with kilts, right? I met this guy. He was a member of the club. His name was Ian Bailey. I remember clear as daisy, right? He came with a fucking Scottish beret and kilt and played with no underwear. And the wind was howling. It was a links course. And he was like, it was a funny log to play with. And he had this Scottish accent. Oh, great shot, young lad. You be on for 2. Just a chip in the put. And he always carried on just jelly beans in his bag. It's good for energy. Do you want some jelly beans? I never forget this lad. Like, always came with the kilt parade and play with no undies. Crazy. Crazy.
That's the Scottish way, that is. Bless him.
Yeah.
God love him.
Perfect.
And then afterwards, like, you go to the pub, and back in Australia, like, you can have a pint, but they have something called a pony, like a schooner. You know what pony or schooner is?
A schooner,
it's a short, quick one. It's like a shot glass, a beer, like a quick one.
Yeah,
one for the ride.
Sherry in the UK.
Everyone is watching from Australia. They don't understand what a pony is. 100%. Or a shandy.
Wrong one.
Love it.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.